Hello and welcome to the Crochet Business School podcast. I'm Kelly Thomas, the Crochet Profit Queen, and I'm going to show you how you can make a living from your crochet while avoiding the burnout and being able to make what you want and when you want. Be yourself. So when you are trying to build your audience and you're getting yourself out there and you're writing posts and blog posts and videos, whatever it is that you're doing, it's really important that you be yourself. We've all seen those Instagram posts of people who are showing this fabulous lifestyle. They're out living their best lives on beaches, in big houses, with fancy cars. And it can make us feel really inadequate that we are just us. But you have to remember what you see on social media is not always the truth. You're seeing a snapshot. You're seeing people showing off at their most luxurious and, flash selves. You're not seeing the reality. And as inadequate as that can make us feel, those flashy posts also come across as inauthentic. They don't feel genuine. And that resonates with people. It makes people go slightly, ew. I mean, on the one hand, it makes you go, I wish I could have that. On the other hand, it makes you go, and you don't want that reaction. People are getting much more clued up as to what is real and what is not on social media, on YouTube, on Pinterest. We are getting very savvy. And that means that we're looking for an authentic experience. We're looking for real people, not the flashy ones who want us to believe that everything is rosy. We want reality. We want genuine people, which means that you are going to find it a lot easier to grow your audience and have the audience trust you enough to buy what you offer if you just be yourself. And that means not being perfect, not, trying to show yourself as something you're not. So if you are the more quiet type, there is no point trying to come across as bubbly and chatty because one, it's going to come across as fake because that's not you. But also, you're not going to be able to keep that pretense up. Long term, that's going to become really exhausting. You're going to burn out and it's not going to ring true because you're not going to be able to keep that persona going. You need to be you and your audience will love you for it. It doesn't matter if you don't have perfect hair and perfect makeup. It doesn't matter if you're making a video in a tiny corner of your house and that's the only corner that's tidy. No one cares about that. I mean, my podcasts are far from perfect. I trip over my words. You occasionally hear my dogs going off in the background. And, you get these pauses where I'm trying to sort my words out. It's not perfect. But guess what? This is me. This is how I am. And to be honest, if I had tried to make a perfect podcast where none of these things were in it, this podcast would not exist because it would be so much effort. I wouldn't do it. The thing about your business is that it needs to be something that you can keep going. It needs to be something you can be consistent with. It needs to be something that feels not effortless, but that's manageable. And if you're making extra work trying to come across as being perfect and something that isn't you, it's going to make it really hard. And once something becomes really hard, we find it incredibly difficult to keep it up. So if I tried to create the perfect podcast, I would have given up a long time ago because it'd be so much hard work. But here I am, just being me. I kind of went, oh, sod this. I'm just going to be me and you get what you you get the real thing. And being genuine, it shows your customers what they're getting. It shows your followers what they can expect. You get something that you can manage far more easily and can keep going, and everyone's happy. As much as these perfect posts that we see on social media makes us feel inadequate, they also show you how not to do things, because no one expects that as to be reality. Not really. And when it comes to being able to relate to the people that we're following, it's far more easier to relate to people who are just like us. And showing off, massive craft rooms, that's inspiring, something that we aspire to, but we don't connect with that person right now. I mean, if that's what you want, absolutely strive for it. And I'm not going to lie, I would love a massive craft room. I don't have one right now. I'm working on it. But being genuine is what is going to attract followers to you. They will feel that genuine energy. It will all kind of vibe together and make sense, and you're not going to feel like anything's off. Being yourself is what's going to make your business succeed. It's what's going to make followers want to follow you on your crochet journey because they connect with you. We can always tell when something's not quite right, when it's a bit fake, because it's just things just don't mesh up properly. There's something off. And it makes us think, do we want to follow this person? We're not quite sure. But if that person's being genuine, you feel it. It all kind of comes together and you can tell. So there's no point in trying to be something you're not on the internet, because that falseness comes across. You might not realize it. You might hope otherwise, but you are going to find success much more easily and much more quickly if you are just you. So don't be afraid to be yourself. Nobody cares if you don't have a full face of makeup. As much as we like to poke holes in our own appearance, me included, that's one of the reasons I don't like doing video. I hate how I look on camera, but I also know that that's normal. I also know nobody cares. They care about what I'm showing them. They care about what I'm saying, not what I look like. But it still gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like doing it. But find a way of being yourself, whether that's how you write your posts and your tone that you take, whether it is just saying, screw it, I'm going on to camera and I'm going to not care, even if it's just having that one little corner of your house that's tidy. Whether it's saying, yes, my kids are playing in the next room, I'm sorry if you can hear them a bit, but hey, this is life. Be yourself. And as long as you can get your message across without it being diluted by distractions and the noise isn't too loud, no one's going to give too much for monkeys. They're actually going to be grateful that they're seeing the real you, because it's who you are. And our personality is all part of our branding when we're doing this by ourselves. Having a small business where it's just you means that you become part of your branding. You become part of what this business is and what brings people in. So please don't be afraid to be yourself. It is going to bring your followers in. I mean, that doesn't mean you have to share anything overly personal. You don't. It's just about not pretending to have a different personality, a different life to what you actually do. It's just presenting yourself exactly as you would to a friend or meeting someone new on the street. Be yourself, and you will find yourself having much better success with your crochet than you would otherwise. So thank you for listening today. And as always, any questions, please do come to the Facebook group. The link is in the show notes. and you could subscribe to my newsletter at crochetbusinessschool.com/subscribe, and I'll send you weekly tips into your inbox, and let's get your crochet business flying. So thank you for listening, and I shall see you next time for the next episode. Bye for now.